Welcome. I'll call to order this meeting of the Board of Directors of the Columbia Economic Development Corporation. Hope you had a nice summer because it's over now. I appreciate you taking time out of the last fleeting days of summer to make sure we had a quorum and take care of the business we have on our agenda this morning. I want to remind those of you who are making presentations to refer to what page number you're on so that we can follow along with you. And we're going to open with the Treasurer's Report, Brian Mahoney.
Haven't had a finance committee meeting since the last board meeting, correct? So I'll turn it over to you.
Okay,
Update us on the financials.
sure. Both revenues and expenses are within budget. Total income year to date, $747,700, slightly higher than budget of $747,200. Of note, administrative revenues are about 18,000 below, interest revenues of 99,000 or about 5,000 above budget, and membership revenues are below budget, about 15,000 below. Total expenses year to date are 702,000, which is about 118,000 below budget of 820. Most of those savings came from personnel and from consulting. No significant changes to the balance sheet. Total assets are 5.8 mil, up from 5.814 in 2025. It's 5.869. Total bank accounts 2.129, which is up 10K from 2025. Total current assets are 55,700,000, which is up from 5.4 in 2025. Accounts receivable are up 13,000 from 2025. Right now they're 108. Total liabilities are 3 million, up 16,000 from 2.9 mil in 2025. Accounts payable is 69,000, up from 63,000 year on year, primarily due to a $28,000 bill for wireless consulting. And on non-data, along with the treasurer, we met with UHY and started the process rolling, updating our chart of accounts and our related reporting, the monthly reporting. So hopefully in the next meeting or two, we'll have that project finished, and then we will get much simpler monthly reports.
Consistent.
Yes. Yep. Consistent and simple, yes. So that's it for the financials, unless there's any questions.
Questions, comments? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Anyone opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you. Next up, CRC. What's CRC stand for?
Capital Resource.
Pardon?
Capital Resource Corporation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Cat does it all.
In bottle.
And Michael talked to this one, if you have any questions about this is a, Mike, you said you had language you wanted the board for an authorization.
As you know, we continue to support the Capital Resource Corporation in case there is a not-for-profit, primarily a hospital, who wanted to issue tax exempt bonds. And we have historically authorized, the board has historically authorized a grant up to $5,000 a year. That those funds are used pay for the audit and for the insurance. And I think last year that was under the $5,000. So hopefully we won't spend it all, but it is a valuable tool that once you decide not to continue to support it, it evaporates and you'll never have the opportunity to have it again because it's only authorized by the state legislature. Any questions?
Okay, so we need a motion to approve the $5,000 grant. Up to 5,000. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Anyone opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
IDA repayment, what's that about?
That should have been on the IDA's agenda. That's a mistake. That's an authorization to make the payment to us. So that's something we have to take up with the IDA board, not with this board.
Okay. Thank you. There are no loan requests for this meeting, but we do want to take a look at the portfolio dashboard.
Yes, thank you, Jim. This is on page 8 of your packet.
Thank you.
We have 2 loans that are in default. I'm sure the board is aware of that. We have another loan that's close to being in default, loan client B, and we have sent that client a demand letter. The remainder are either they've made a payment or they've been in communication with us, or they're working with a technical assistance provider, so, it's an ongoing battle. And of course, as our loan portfolio grows, so do the number of problem loans. We do spend a significant amount of time on collections, but overall, I think we're in good shape. Are there any questions?
If not, is there a motion to approve the report?
Second.
All in favor? Anyone opposed? Motion is carried. Next up. Partnership with the HDC on the loan program. You want to?
Yes, it's signed, and I'll turn it over to Martha to tell everybody more about the program, but we signed the agreement yesterday and we are off into the races.
As of yesterday, we have a signed agreement with Hudson Development Corp. As you may recall, we're working in partnership with them to make loans within the city of Hudson. They will bring loans to us. CEDC will do the underwriting. If the loan is approved and funded, then they receive 25% of the interest, which we will pay quarterly for the life of the loan.
Questions? So did we sign this already?
Yes, we've signed it, so you authorized
Okay.
the CEOs to sign, so we signed, and then their executive director signed. And Martha's got it done,
Okay.
so we'll start talking. They want to put a couple of loans together first before they announce the program.
Okay.
So we'll give them a soft launch, probably 30, 60 days.
Yeah. The agreement is in your packet, and if you haven't read through it, please do so when you have a chance. It's very precise and very clear about delineating the responsibilities and the benefits of the two parties. And
Did I see that it was co-branded? The loans are gonna be co-branded,
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
so CEDC will get exposure from this too.
Yes, we'll do like a launch with them, and then everything that goes out will somehow, we haven't looked at visuals yet, but Andy gave us plenty of precise language to be able to veto anything that we don't look at, so.
Great.
well done.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else on the HTC contract? On to the president and CEO report, Jonathan.
You need a motion to approve that?
I think you authorized beforehand, so we had a resolution beforehand and then wrote the contract.
It was 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. Good.
Okay, I'll start out with staffing. We started the project underway to update the employee handbook to align it with the ABO requirements that came out in that when they did the audit of Broome County. So it was just a threat. So he will lead the housing strategy task force meetings and land bank meetings. So basically for housing, we kind of had a role description that captured a very broad range of experiences and skills, and I thought it was a little unrealistic. So what we really needed was one person at the strategic level that could work with the task force, guide them, get them to the point where there was a vision that was adopted, resources found. And then we need somebody to do the desk work. That's mainly ABO compliance, a lot of ABO compliance specifically for the land bank. So so Mike has agreed to start, and then Rachel Warner has also accepted an offer, and she will begin as our economic development specialist. We don't have a date nailed down yet, around October 1st. She's already come up to look for housing. So that is off to a good start. Are there any questions anybody has about that? Because I realize that may be something that.
Where's Rachel from?
Rachel is from Long Island, Nassau County. I can't remember the name of the village. It's somewhere near Massapequa, I think. She has a undergraduate degree in geology from Binghamton and a graduate degree from University of Maryland in community and housing development and planning. So she's worked for a couple of years at a private consulting firm called BAE, which is a big consulting firm that does a lot of things that we do in-house here, for example, working with developers, to quantify the community benefits, things like this. So she'll be a good addition to the team, and she will not only support housing, but all of our programs as well. Micro lending on track, nothing to add to the loan committee report. IDA projects, 2 new applications received by Columbia IDA from Hopkins House in Philmont and Perch. However, we haven't received payment, so I wouldn't call those formally completed applications yet, but they're getting there. And then I have scheduled calls with all the principals for each of the IDA projects over the upcoming 4 weeks to take their temperature and see where they're at. I've had 3 already. Unfortunately, we have had to begin the process to call back the mortgage tax exemption benefit from 620 Union Street project. That will, we will probably continue over the upcoming weeks to talk to them about scheduling, but it looks like that will go in somewhat of an agreeable fashion. More details on that after we meet with, we've got a call with his lenders this week. And from what I understand, they have not explicitly said, but they've already started foreclosure proceedings on the owner. So that's that project. Housing, the land bank renewal contract is complete. The county grant of $247,000 for identifying zombie properties is on track. That will be a big part of Mike and Rachel's world in the upcoming year. And the EPA Brownfields Initiative, no news to report. They're still doing their phase 1, phase 1s on the property inventory. Then on infrastructure, cellular mapping, no real update to provide other than the work is ongoing, scheduled for August through September. And then on miscellaneous, we have commenced stakeholder engagement here. So after talking with Jim, we decided to move up the external stakeholder engagement a couple of weeks and start about 2 weeks ago. Starting with light manufacturers, talking to a lot of them, getting a sense of how stable their payroll is, but also how optimistic they are over the next 2 years about growth here in the county, specifically their own. And that's going well, but what I will do is have a report back for everyone. I'm asking basically the same 4 questions of all the interviews, and then collecting information as well. So I'll have a report for everybody that will also include recommendations that they make for what the county could do to make it easier for them to expand. Stakeholder survey went out last Thursday. I'm going to leave it out for a couple more days. So by the end of the week, I'll compile the results and share them. We've collected open-ended anecdotes as well as 1, 2, 3. So it should be some pretty interesting. I've already read through. There are some interesting comments. Mike, you still have some fans in the county. Don't worry. The County Executive and Administrator Task Force is ongoing. This month, we're going to have a special guest speaker from Greene County. The current county administrator will be talking to the group. CDC submitted our CFA application last month for a $300,000 micro enterprise grant on behalf of the county. That's going well. I don't think we've been formally notified of anything yet, but we have good reason to believe that will go through as we expect. And then we've submitted a letter of support for Hudson business owners' submission to National Grid Main Street Grant Program. And that is everything. And in the outreach, my first bullet point, I've also started meeting with supervisors. So the Board of Supervisors, I think I've gotten through about 6 meetings so far. So I'll continue that as well. And that's it for the president's report.
That's all?
That's all.
Questions for Jonathan on any of the above? Good work, sir. Observations.
Thank you.
Could I have a motion to approve the minutes of the July 28th board meeting?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Minutes are approved. We welcome the public to participate in our meetings. I don't see anyone here from the public, but we're cognizant of the opportunity for the public to not only participate in the meetings by being here, but by asking questions as well. Upcoming meetings for September as we turn the page. September 8th is the executive committee meeting. September 17th will be a meeting of the Governance and Nominating Committee, and we'll be interviewing at least 2 of the applicants for vacancies on the board. Monday, September 21st is the loan committee meeting, And the board meeting is Tuesday, September 29th. Any other topics, anyone wishes to bring to the board?
I just want to share with everyone, on September 10th, we're having our 55th year in business ribbon cutting at our office with both Columbia County Chamber and Green County Chamber, and we're gonna have food, giveaways, raffles, all kinds of things. So it's at, the ribbon cutting itself is at 4 p.m. on the 10th, so I just would like to invite you all if
Thank you.
you would want to.
Thank you very much.
You said September 10th?
Yes.
Who else has news about their,
I have some news.
Yes.
Well, one, Rachel is the chair of the Development Board. of
congratulations?
Good.
So thank you,
Yeah.
Rachel. But other exciting news is, we've spent the past couple years really trying to expand our service provision in both counties and just really make it more accessible. So I want to thank, Chairman, all the supervisors, because we are moving to 401 State Street as well, where the Board of Elections was. So we will have 3 physical locations for service provision for workforce services in the Twin Counties. We are at the Green County Municipal Building, and we're hoping to get bigger space there. We are still co-located with our Department of Labor partners at the college location, and then we will also be in downtown Hudson. So right on the bus line, a lot more accessible for people to get there, transportation stuff going on that we all know about. So we're living out of boxes a little bit right now, but once we're fully settled, we will also be inviting everyone to kind of an opening of that office location. So
Good. Who else has news about their business or organization?
I do. We sold our payroll HR company, HVRG,
Mhm.
after almost 30 years. Sold to ADP,
Wow, okay.
so we're,
We can tell you that the transition's going well. We're on the receiving end of it, so.
That's great. Right. So yeah, it was time, the old saying, you sell when you want to, not when you have to.
Right.
And, last year was the best year we've ever had. So the numbers were based on last year. Teresa, who's been with us for 19 years, who ran the show, wants to retire next year. And being almost 67 years old, I'm not into trying to hire somebody and train somebody. Those days are over, so we made that decision. The transition will take 5 to 6 months, so we'll still be here for that time frame.
Good.
And then ADP will kind of do everything with your clients remotely?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
They've already reached out. to
Yeah.
us, so.
oh, nice.
yeah, and our staff is gonna stay the entire time.
Oh, good.
We put a nice severance package together for them. And we also asked them to let us know what companies they would like to work for. And when Teresa made the phone calls, she advised them who was available, and 3 of them already been hired.
Oh, good.
So Betsy will retire, and the other 3 already have jobs, and Teresa's gonna retire. It's great, it's working out good so far.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, bittersweet.
Looks like we're gonna make it through another year at Muller.
Under these circumstances, that's an achievement. There.
No news. No news is good. Right.
No? There.
Oh, we have, this week on Thursday, we're honoring 50 years of employment for John Henry, our employee who has become kind of a linchpin of the farm. Like he's not going anywhere, but we honored him. He never tells anybody how old he is. We had to do the math to figure out how old Henry really is.
Yeah.
But he's been working for the farm since 1976, and we're having a John Henry Day on Thursday. We're having drink specials and because one of our whiskeys are named after John Henry. But there's also a donut special, and he's going to be signing donut bags. That's the excitement on the farm this year. Yeah, that's awesome.
I have a couple listings. I was not gonna mention I had a couple expire. I don't know where the real estate market is in Germantown. I think it's hot in Hudson. But yeah, real estate's doing its normal thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone have anything else to add before we adjourn? Then I'll accept the motion to adjourn. So moved. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.